My philosophy as a photographer, or a street photographer, portrait photographer, is that everyone is photogenic and everyone is beautiful. When I go out in the city to photograph people, I'm not aiming to photograph models or people that are well known. I'm just aiming to photograph normal people, just regular, everyday people. And what I like to do is to show them that they are indeed beautiful, that they don't have to compare themselves to all those models, to those influencers, to people that are, using money to redo their faces, their body, and everything like that. My goal is to just show them that they are beautiful just the way that they are. And if you go on my Instagram or on my YouTube Shorts and you watch the videos that I upload, the interactions that I have with those people, every time that I show them the photo, they almost can't even recognize themselves. It's almost as if they didn't know that they could be this beautiful, almost like a model. Some people in the comments even say, hey, this person could be a model, or this person already looks like a model. And I think this is part of the photographer's job, to make that person that's being photographed feel not only comfortable, but to capture the best part of that individual. Now, within the year that I've been doing this, I've approached over 300 people, and I have kind of learned how to make people feel comfortable and kind of turn them into like mini models, if you want to say, in like 5 minutes, sometimes even less than that. Now, I've noticed that people are most comfortable in front of the camera when they almost like forget that they're being photographed. In order to achieve this, I would do something simple. For example, asking them what makes them happy in life. If you see my videos, you will know that I always ask this question, because when they talk about what makes them happy in life, it automatically makes them smile. And this authentic smile is what I always aim to capture. I hate telling people to smile. Because if you aim a camera at someone, you say, okay, smile on 3, 1, 2, 3. It's forced. It comes out as unnatural. And listen, it's not, I just don't like doing it. And trust me, I've learned a lot about this, and I never ask people to smile. I used to when I started, but over time, over doing this a lot of times, I learned, and yeah, now I just ask people what makes them happy in life, and that automatically brings them joy and it makes them smile. And that is what I photograph. Now, the average person doesn't really know how to pose, right? So I want to talk about posing for a second. I do have a few go-to poses for men and for women, right? The first thing that I like to do is, well, firstly, I ask them if they have a preferred profile. Some people don't, that's fine. You just have to work with it. But I will ask them to do a few poses, but these are just simple poses, maybe with the hand like this, or maybe for men, I might ask him to cross his arms like that, or maybe the hands in the pocket. And what I would do is show them the pose that I'm asking them as I'm asking them to do that pose, so that way they can see and have a better idea of, what you're trying to get out of them. Now, these interactions are really quick. They're from like 2 to 3 minutes long, so you don't have a lot of time to capture the best part of that person and make them feel comfortable. So you got to be quick with it, but you have to work efficiently, right? You can't make the person feel like you're rushing it or anything like that. You have to make them feel comfortable, and for most people, for most photographers, that is the toughest part. So sometimes I would ask them to pose, but not too much. You don't want to make them feel like this is a photo shoot, right? Because they're not prepared. These are just spontaneous photo shoots, right? So you don't want to make them feel like this is like an official photo shoot where they have to do all those different poses. You want to make it natural. You want to keep smiling, and this will bring out the joy in them. This will make them feel more comfortable. Once they feel comfortable, automatically you will get the most beautiful side of them. At that moment, you can't think about camera settings. You can't think about lighting. You can't think about all that stuff. You have to be with the subject. So before even approaching the person, I would look at my camera and make sure that my settings are on point. My white balance is set up correctly. My aperture is right, my shutter speed, the lighting, everything has to be set before you approach the person. Because if you want to turn them into a model, if you want to capture the best side of them, you have to be with them, and you can't seem distracted. If they're in front of you and you're, doing your camera settings, they'll feel like, they're just standing there and waiting for you. You have to be on point, and you gotta be ready before even approaching them in the first place. Now, another thing that I do to turn anybody into a model or to just capture the best part of them is to boost their confidence a bit. After each photo, I'd give them a compliment like, oh, that was a nice pose, or wow, they have a beautiful smile, you know? But it cannot come out as unnatural. So it's good to compliment them, but just watch out how you do it. Also, don't do too much because you don't want to creep them out, right? So as you're taking photos of them, say, oh yeah, that was a perfect one, or, you know, keep complimenting them as you're taking the photos, because this will let them know that, you know, they're in the right, that you guys are on the same page. It'll give them some approval and it'll build them some confidence, you know? Just keep that in mind. I know the title of this video is how I turn ordinary people into models, right? But I could have also named how I captured the most beautiful part of everyone, or the best side of people, because that's really my goal. That's really what I'm trying or aiming to do here. And if you want to follow my journey, you can follow me on Instagram. There will be a link to that in the description below. Also, there'll be a link to my YouTube shorts where you can watch those videos as well. If you've enjoyed this video, found it entertaining, or learned something new from it, make sure to show your support by leaving a like. I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. You can watch this video here where I talk all about that, or this video here where I go over editing tutorials in Lightroom, how I edit portraits in great details and all that stuff. Thank you for watching this video. Keep creating, stay creative, and God bless you.